The first bolt action rifle, the Cross. Let me tell you what makes this rifle special. Starting at the end, we have the taper lock on the stainless steel match grade barrel that allows any SIG suppressor to mate directly to the barrel. However, if you already have a suppressor, we include the taper lock adapter so that any suppressor will screw and mount right on the end of the gun. The barrel is a stainless steel, like I said, match grade barrel that's available in 16 and 24 inch. The calibers that it's available in are 6.5 Creedmoor, 308, and 277 Sig Fury. The forend is a standard M-LOK forend that's entirely free floated. So from the factory, free floated M-LOK. One thing that makes this rifle very special to the consumer is that you can change your own barrels. So you can remove the barrel with a standard AR style barrel wrench, and it's a tapered barrel nut that's underneath this handguard. So you undo the nut, pull your barrel out, put your new barrel in, tighten the nut back down. The headspace is set from the factory, so you're able to order a different caliber or a different barrel length or a different taper and just pop it right on the gun. You're good to go. As we move back, let's talk about the trigger and the safety. We have an ambidextrous AR style safety here and an adjustable match grade 2-stage trigger. The trigger is adjustable from 2 pounds to 4 pounds. The magazine is a standard AI magazine available from Magpul. They're very common. You can find them pretty much anywhere. The bolt handle is an oversized, easy to lift, easy to operate bolt handle, but it's also interchangeable. So we have multiple different options if this isn't what you want. The Picatinny rail has 4 locking screws on top, and you're able to select which Picatinny rail is right for you. You can have a 20-minute base, you can have a 0-minute base, you can have a full-length base, and all of them will screw right to the gun. So if you want to run anything out in front of the scope, it's very easy for you to do that. If you want to be minimalistic and just have something to mount the optic to, that's available to you as well. Let's talk about the buttstock. We have a fully adjustable comb, adjustable length of pull, adjustable buttstock up and down, and then we also have a QD point for your sling that you can mount on either the right or the left side, whichever you prefer to carry the gun on. It's got a push button, so you're able to push the button and fold the stock, which also holds the bolt handle down, so you don't have any chance that it might disengage as you're walking through the woods.
To talk about the newest Hawkeye rifle, the Long Range Hunter, in 6.5 Creedmoor and 6.5 PRC. Last year, we introduced the Long Range Target in the Hawkeye series in 3 calibers, 300 Win Mag, 6.5 PRC, and 6.5 Creedmoor. For this year, we've got the new lightweight, all-weather Long Range Hunter in 6.5 PRC as well as 6.5 Creedmoor. The 6.5 PRC round is Hornaday's newest short-action Magnum round that gives you an additional muzzle velocity as well as downrange energy for long-range shots. A lot of great features on the Hawkeye Long Range Hunter. We got a 2-tone laminate stock with adjustable length of pull and a soft rubber butt pad. Ruger LC6 trigger with detachable box magazine. Mauser style action with control rod feed, as well as a Picatinny rail for mounting your optics, and a 22-inch cold hammer forged barrel with a 5/8 24 thread and an included muzzle brake. So if you're looking to check out the Ruger Long Range Hunter in 6.5 Creedmoor and 6.5 PRC.
Now the Max Long Range has the same great features that you expect from every X-Bolt. It's got the short 60-degree bolt throw. It's got the safety that locks the bolt. But with the convenient bolt unlock button, you can empty the gun while it's unsafe. It has the center feed polymer magazine and the feather trigger that's adjustable and comes straight out of the box with a crisp trigger pull. The X-Bolt has the best production barrels in the industry, and that's where your accuracy comes from. And all the barrels are free floated. Well, let's talk about the Max and how it's different. You can see that this is set up in a long-range configuration with a scope with a larger main tube for more adjustments, and also on an accessory 20 MOA Picatinny rail. We start with the muzzle brake, which reduces recoil by about half. We also supply a thread protector. If you do not want the muzzle brake muzzle blast while hunting, you can replace it with the thread protector. It does have an extended bolt handle, make a little bit easier operation of the bolt. What you're going to notice first about the Max Long Range is the new stock. This is a Browning stock, and it has a lot of great features for long range shooting. As you can see, it's sitting here on the bipod. It has a swivel stud for the bipod and an additional swivel stud for a sling attachment. For those that have bipods that attach via Picatinny rail, we'll have an accessory rail that's specifically made for this stock. Has the Picatinny section, also a sling attachment. It'll come supplied with screws, and it'll be a clean addition to the rifle as it's made specifically for this stock. One of the greatest features for long range shooting is the vertical pistol grip. And you can see that the Max stock has that. The vertical pistol grip gives you a great feel when you're shooting prone or off the bench, and sets your hand up to put your finger nicely on the trigger. When you look at the butt stock, you can see this is the biggest departure from our traditional stocks. We have parallel surfaces here that line up with the bore, and that's specifically done so while you're shooting, with the help of the muzzle brake, that most often you'll be able to spot your own shots. Traditional stock has a slant that when it's sitting in the bags and under recoil, as it moves backward, it tips the gun up and you can no longer see your target through the scope. So with these parallel surfaces, the help of the muzzle brake, you'll often be able to spot your own shots. You can see it has an adjustable comb. It's got a wheel here that you can tighten and loosen and move the comb up and down. You have about 1 inch of vertical movement, and on the back side, there's marks. So once you find your ideal location to get that perfect eye alignment with the scope, if you have to move the stock to for cleaning or whatever, you can get it back to that exact perfect position. We also made the back of the stock where the top and the bottom are parallel, so that if you use the supplied spacers, it comes with 1/4 inch and 2/3 of an inch, it'll have a nice clean look to it. If you do need to shorten the stock, because this is parallel, a gunsmith can shorten this and reuse the recoil pad. You won't have the additional expense of grinding a new recoil pad for the gun.
Today I'm going to be talking about Benelli's R1 rifle. This is a hunting rifle that was designed with a lot of features that are really helpful when you're in the field. They're all drilled and tapped to accommodate either a scope, like I've got on this one, or open or iron sights. This is a great rifle for hunting, and it'll also be quick to reload. And all you'd have to do is drop this magazine down and have a preloaded magazine in your pocket. Slap it into position, rack the bolt, and you're ready to go. Several features make it unique among other semi-automatic rifles. And that begins with the synthetic stock, which incorporates a system that Benelli calls Comfort Tech, so it makes it more pleasant to shoot. The other thing that it has is an adjustable comb. It's actually removable, and there's different heights of comb that you can replace this one with. This one, for me, with this particular rifle and using a scope, is ideal. These rifles come in 3 different stocks: walnut and 2 types of synthetic. One is black with no camo finish on it, and of course, like I'm holding here, which is Realtree's APG camo. This one has been on a lot of hunts all over the world and hunted all kinds of game, and I've never been disappointed in it. The other thing I think that's really neat and indicates how much faith Benelli has in this rifle is that it carries a 10-year warranty. That means that anything goes wrong, Benelli covers.
Hey, deer hunters, or pronghorn hunters, or elk hunters, or any other kind. If you love bolt action rifles, and who doesn't because they're so accurate, you probably want to take a look at this new Winchester XPR. Now, it's been around for a few years, but what it is a lower priced Winchester bolt action. It has a 3-lug system, full body bolts, and it is surprisingly accurate. I've been hunting with these now for probably 4 years. When the first prototype came out, I hunted elk with it, and I was really impressed what that rifle would do. Last year, I got one in a 6.5 Creedmoor, which is what I've got here, and wow, it's a mild shooting cartridge, and in this rifle it is extremely accurate. I was getting well under a minute of angle groups. That means 3 shots under 1 inch at 100 yards. Now, they're making it in this beautiful walnut. The ones that I've been shooting are your classic plastic stock or nylon stock type guns, and that's why they're so popular, is because they're impervious to weather and they're relatively inexpensive. But even with this beautiful walnut with some figurine grain in it, this rifle is only listed for about $600. That's a manufacturer's suggested price. So you'll probably pick it up on sale for less than that. That's a heck of a price for a rifle that will shoot under a minute of angle. I mean, I just don't see anything to complain about with these new rifles. Now, they do have plastic magazines, but you know what I found out about these things? They actually work better than the old metal ones. I just never have a jam or a feed problem with these magazines. And you can pull them out of your gun. In so many states now, you have to keep your magazines out of your rifles when you're traveling. It makes it really simple, but you keep them in your pocket and quickly load up once you get out of the truck. I just can't find anything to complain about, except for I don't have a walnut one that looks this good yet. Let's see how well it shoots. Whoa! You might not have noticed that, but I shot a little pebble out there about that big at 100 yards. Guaranteed. Bow, another one. Actually, they're little orange clay targets. Bow, bingo. Man, that is really sweet. If you're looking for an inexpensive rifle that performs like an expensive one and looks good doing it, Winchester XPR.
This is the T3X light stainless. It's a great hunting rifle whether you're an experienced hunter or you're somebody coming into, hunting for the first time. It's a very versatile, durable rifle that's got something for everybody.
I know personally I love this rifle. Like you said, it's extremely versatile. No matter the terrain, no matter the weather, rain or shine, it's ready to go out, it's ready to hunt. But isn't this particular model is offered in both right or left-handed, isn't it? You can get either right.
You're absolutely right. Because it is our best-selling model, we have it available right hand, left hand, 13 different calibers, a couple of different barrel lengths in some of the calibers to really, no matter what you're pursuing,
sure,
you're going to find one of these rifles that's going to be, just right.
And where's this rifle made at?
So this rifle's made in Riihimäki at our factory, which is about an hour north of Helsinki in Finland. By a workforce, Finland is a very prevalent hunting country.
Sure.
So, everybody at the factory hunts. So their experiences have gone into the design of this rifle. And so it's really is built by hunters for hunters.
And that's what I love about Tikka. I mean, all of us as hunters, sportsmen and women who get out there and love to hunt and love shooting sports. I mean, when you can take people who are out there after years of experience out there, trying to figure out how to design a firearm that they would be comfortable with.
Yeah.
That's why you're seeing such a top-notch firearm, because of just, like you said, it's hunters designing these for hunters.
We obviously have those core ingredients that make every Tikka a fantastic rifle.
Sure.
So things like our cold hammer forged barrel with the hand-cut target crown. It's accurate, it's a sub-MOA gun out of the box, but it also has that durability that you get with cold hammer forging that you can't get with other barrel manufacturing techniques. And that's coupled to that very smooth action that allows
Sure.
you to get multiple shots off very quickly. And you've got that great trigger that we both appreciate. When you look at some of the features, and some of the features under the skin that you might not find out about when you first look at the gun, things like steel recoil lug. So it's a well-bedded gun, and even in those Magnum calibers, that recoil lug is really going to keep the rifle accurate for many, many years, even if you're a hand loader. We've got things like the interchangeable grip, so you can change the pistol grip, you can change the fore end of the gun to really customize it for how you're going to be using it that particular day. And then one subject I love talking about, it's the foam-filled stock, because we've all been out hunting and we've all banged our rifle into something.
Whether you're in a deer stand out on the rocks out west, sneaking through the timber, and it always seems like at the moment you're about to squeeze off, somehow you made a noise.
Yeah, and it's always that moment when nothing else is making any noise at all, and it sounds like somebody just rang a bell. So really glad to say, this rifle, you won't have that effect. It'll be just a dull thump.
And I know for me, the overall reliability of this rifle, it's been my go-to the last couple of years. We've had some incredible hunts with it. I love burning powder from the Tikka T3X light stainless, and I can't wait to bring it to the woods this fall. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be great. I can't wait to see what adventures you're going on this year.
I'm ready to rock.